important is it for you to make sure that you on your own path and on your own journey to do the things that you're trying to do for yourself? Boy, this morning, we had a stand-up talk, and it was just like, pretty much, more foolishness, should I say. Because yesterday they gave us an announcement telling us bada bing, bada boom, whatever's going to happen today. Today they come in like literally the one thing that they talked about yesterday. They said this morning, oh, it was a surprise. It was dawned on us. Okay, but you didn't say that yesterday. Okay, so now they talking about we got to push our start time back. And it's like, it grinds my gears because it's just like the time that y'all are trying to push our time back, it just throws everything off. And it's just like, I know y'all don't care about that, but it's like the importance of what I'm trying to say is, it is so important for us to be building our own business, to be minding our own business, because the job is going to do whatever the job wants to do. The job is going to do whatever the job wants to do, and you're there. They're paying you. You have to do it regardless. And it's like, even in the moment of us having that stand-up talk this morning, like, I stood up for myself. I stood up for, some of my coworkers, and I was just talking like, this not right. What can we try to do to change it? Because it's just like, y'all just came in and said, we doing this, and that's it. And I'm just like, dude, everybody, when I tell y'all, everybody was thinking the exact same thing that I said, but nobody said anything. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Y'all know I'm on my, I can't even talk. At my breaking point when it's just like, I don't care. Y'all gonna do whatever y'all gonna do. Like I told you, I'm on whatever time you want. Because if we have to go to the left, then we're gonna go to the left. But it's just like, the fact that I even opened my mouth and said anything, I seen how annoyed that they got by it, because it's like they just so used to people just, I'm going to do this. Okay, you said it, that's what we're going to do. No, I'm at least going to try to say something, even if it didn't even affect us being able to, have a say so, or for them to even look into changing the situation for us. It's like, okay, well, we know that somebody in here is going to rebuttal this. It's not just going to be okay. And it's like, sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing. Because it's just like, if you're going to be the one to stir the pot, if you're going to be the one to kick the hornet's nest, baby, I hope that you're ready to stand tall in it. Because it's just like, it's going to come with consequences. It's going to come with them trying to be negative towards you. It's going to come with maybe write-ups. So whatever it is, but it's just like, what y'all doing is not right, and y'all don't care, because that's not affecting y'all in any kind of way. But it's just like, because you are giving us that guaranteed paycheck, it's like, oh, we have to bend to your will. And it's like, it's just so annoying to me when jobs do things like that, because it's like, they talk so much about how much they care about you and how much they care that you got a family at home and all this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, no, these people do not. These people could care less, because at the end of the day, you are a number. You are a number to them. And as soon as you get to doing this, you get to talking too much. Like I said, you get to stirring that pot, you get to kicking that hornet's nest too much, they're going to get you right up out of there and have no problem with it and scoop somebody right up on along with it. One of my work dads, he, first of all, rest his soul, he used to tell me, Tab, they don't take too kindly to troublemakers. They don't take too kindly to people that always have to this right here. Whenever you are that type of person, you have to always remember that behind you, as bad as you wanted this job whenever you first got it, you got to understand that it's 50 to 100 people lined up trying to get the same job that you got right now, especially right now in this day and age. And it's just like, the way that they will replace you, like I said, you're a number at this point. And as soon as one number starts acting up, oh, let me go ahead and get that out of here, because you start tainting the whole pot. And now people are like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, exactly what Tab is saying. It's just like, do whatever you must, but what y'all doing is not okay. It's not right. And it's like, if it's like I said, if I'm replaced, then it is what it is. But it's just like, bro, they can't keep getting away with this kind of stuff. And just for nobody to say anything was just mind-blowing, because it's just like, bro, we just gonna let them come in and do this, like. And it just makes it 10 times worse, because even before the meeting started, they was like, oh, where's the union at? The union is not here. The union is not here. The two people that's supposed to actually be here and standing up for us and actually saying something they're not there. So you go ahead and continue on saying whatever you have to say and don't care. But again, that's not right. That's not okay. Y'all can't do that. So I'm just saying, like, bro, you have to be on your P's and Q's so much. And it's like, y'all, in that moment, you know, me and my supervisor or manager, whatever that woman is, we didn't get into it, but everybody could tell I was getting irate. Because I'm very quiet, I'm very, you know, smiley all the time. But it's like, when I hear something that's not right, I don't care if nobody else is going to stand beside me and say anything. Like, at the end of the day, it's on my heart to say something. I can't not say something that's bothering me. Like, because it's just not right. But it's just like, in that moment, it's like, I'm going to say this, and it's going to either be put out there and something's going to be done about it, or it's not. But that's why I say, like, we really have to be minding our own business. At the same time, you know, use that job to fund your dream, to do whatever that you need to do. Because if you're a person like me, you can't continue to stay in it, because it's just going to get worse. And it's like, I was talking to my trading sister today, and it's just like, bro, I think it is just a combination of things, because it's always something. It's always going to be something whenever it comes to a job. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm extremely grateful of the job that I have, but it's just like, I'm still in the background minding my own business, because at the end of the day, this is your job. That is their corporation. I do have to do what they say, but it's crazy. And it's like I said, when I was talking to my sister, I was like, bro, I think, even though I was frustrated at the situations that just keep on piling up on top of each other, you know, it's one thing after the next, and it's just been problem after problem after problem, and it is what it is. You know, I always continue to maneuver, but it's like, I believe in the back of my head, I get so angry with stuff like that when it happens, because it's like, deep down inside in my heart, I know, bro, I'm not even supposed to be here in this position right now to even feel this emotion, because I'm supposed to be doing my own thing. And it's like, I try to not do too much in those moments, because right now I need it. I know I need that job. So it's like, it gets so angry. Sorry, y'all. Ace is down here snoring, and he's being mad loud. He threw me off for a second, but it's just like, I still have to continue to come here and show up and do, you know, the best job that I can do and get paid for it, and, you know, take care of my family. But it's like, you better bet your bottom dollar in the background, I'm doing everything that I need to do to get up out of there, because it's just been God has shown me too many situations and too many opportunities where it's just like, if you was a full-time trader, if you was your full-time entrepreneur, if you was in the bag that you're supposed to be in, it wouldn't even matter to you. It wouldn't even matter to you. It's like, so many different things encompassed into one. And it's like, I literally had to sit there and calm myself down. Like, it's going to be all right. You know, they don't care. And as much as they say that they care, they do not care. So get that through your head. And it's like, it's crazy, because you already know that these jobs don't care. Like I said, you're a number, you know. And don't get me wrong, it is some jobs that actually do take care of their employees and, you know, are very family oriented. But majority of them do not care. So it's just like, bro, I'm going to do what I got to do at the end of the day. I'm going to continue to show up and, you know, just do what I can and try my best not to have attitude. But I feel myself on the inside, like, it's consuming me to the point where it's like, bro, I know that I'm so much greater than being in the position that I'm in. You know, no shade, no harm, no shade to any of my coworkers, because I have a lot of my good friends and my coworkers. You know, I consider them, some of them I consider family wholeheartedly. But it's just like, bro, I could not be the one that just continues to stick it out. Especially when I'm listening to, you know, my older generations that work in there, and they just be like, bro, I got 10 more years. And I'm like, okay, well, how long you been here? 30 years, 37 years, 25 years. And I'm just like, bro, like, I can't, because imagine the 8 years that I have been there, all the turmoil that I've gone through. I can't imagine continuously going through that. And my body is breaking down as I get older. And the time that it takes, I have a trading buddy at my job. You know, he trades stocks and stuff, but, you know, I trade futures. But it's like, we talk all the time. It's like, he's the only one that I could talk to about that kind of stuff in there. And he was just like, Tab, he had Monday off the other day, and he was like, Tab, you don't understand how much things that I got done, how much money that I actually made. And it's like, when I'm here, it's so difficult, because it's like, I don't have no time to do anything. Like, this is literally, I pretty much live here. And I was just like, bro, I know. That's the one thing that I be saying. And it's just like, it's difficult because trading is such a one of those journeys where it's not guaranteed, but at the same time it is. Like I know people say that all the time, and I know this might be a little contradicting to what I just said. Yes, I understand that trading is not guaranteed, because I know you're not going to win every single trade. You're not going to have a winning week all the time. You're not going to have a winning month. Shoot, you might not even have a winning year, but it's just like the potential that it has and that it brings whenever you are able to put that dedicated time into it is phenomenal. Like I said, I just told y'all what my trading buddy at my job was like, bro. Like, I made so much money and got so many things done, and I still have my whole day ahead of me. And it's like, that is the thing that encompasses me in my mind, where it's just like, bro, it stresses me out just sitting here thinking about it when I'm talking to y'all, because it's like, dude, it is so much to get done and get accomplished. So many people that I need to be reaching, so many people that I need to be talking to, and you know, not even just on the trading side, so many people that I just need to even be opening the book to, like opening your mind and expanding your mind, even on some just thinking about the things that God has in store for you, bro. Like, it is a time, the time is right now. And it's like, I hate feeling like I'm stuck in that bubble and stuck in that loop. And like I said, you know, I don't know how many times I got to say it, I am very grateful for my job, but it's like, baby, when that job is out of the way, it's just crazy, because like I said, I know the things that I can accomplish. Anytime that I take an extended break from work, or anytime that me and my family or anything like that goes on vacation, and I'm able to actually take my time and focus on the charts and actually sit there and trade and do the things that I would like to do, it is just so beautiful. And it's like, it be those moments and those times where it's like, I'm not gonna say that I make the most, but things make so much sense. The charts are so much clearer, because it's like, I'm not at work trying to micromanage my trade, and I'm not sitting there taking myself out of a winning trade, when it's just like, it was just doing a little pullback, but I'm so frantic trying to work and trying to watch this trade. Like, it just be too much going on, bro. So be minding your business in the background, and make sure the people that are supposed to be with you in that journey, make sure that you are bringing them along. Because like I said, my trading sister, my trading buddy at my job, and like just the people that I've encountered and continue to grow with along this journey, like, we are literally on top of ourselves with everything. And it's just like, everybody is in that position where it's like, okay, bro, we are right there. We just gotta break through this wall, and everything is gonna be peaches and cream. And I'm not trying to go into full depth of the conversation that me and my trading sister had today, but it's just like, baby, when I get that time to do the things that I need to do, it's gonna be crazy. And it's like, I'm not even sitting here saying it's gonna be crazy on some, oh, I'm gonna be making 5K a day. You know, it's definitely a possibility. It's definitely a possibility, because it's been done before. But it's just like, just to have that, just to not be stressed on waking up at a certain time, clocking into somebody's clock, making sure that I'm doing all my work, getting taken for granted, having to deal with customers nagginess, having to deal with attitudes, like not having to do none of that, being able to wake up, work out, spend my time with God, get on my charts, do what I need to do, clean up my house, play my game, do whatever I want to do in that day, and still have the full day ahead of me. Like, still being able to pick up my son from school, take him to the park, being able to do whatever it is that I want to do, being able to spend the most time with my family that I've ever spent before, bro. Like, I'm sorry I'm talking a mile in a minute, but it's like, everything that happened today really just hit home, and I was just on some, bro, like, when it's time for me to get up out of here, honey, it's going to be astronomical. It's going to be phenomenal, because it's just like reclaiming my time. And that's really what I need to name this video. Reclaiming my time is going to be one of those things where it's just so beautiful. I put in all the time. I put in the time at work. I put in the time for my side hustles. I put in the time for training. I put in the time for everything else that I need to do. When everything just starts to fall in line, because I don't have to sit here and follow nobody else's rules. I get to abide by my own rules. I get to abide by the things that I sit here and talk to God about. Like exactly, Ace. Exactly. I can't even imagine. It's going to be beautiful. But you just got to be minding your own business at the end of the day, because them jobs are going to do whatever they want to do. The jobs are going to do whatever the shareholders, whatever the owner, whatever the higher ups, whatever that they want to do is going to be done. And if you are an employee, you're going to have to put your head down and you're going to have to do it, period. And like I said, you could be like me sometimes. Every now and then, kick the hornet's nest, stir the pot, do whatever it is that you need to do. But be wary and be wary of the things that come with it. If you're not ready to deal with the consequences, then I advise you not to say anything. I advise you just to be a sheep. Go with the flow. Do that. But if, like I said, if you're anything like me, you can't. That kind of stuff bothers you. Especially when you know, like, not even when it's just about you. When it's people there that you know that have put in the time, have done more than you, have paved the way for you. And it's like they get taken for granted. You have to say something. Sometimes you have to stand up for the weaker person. Or be weak yourself. And that's not always an easy thing to do. That's not always fun. But it's just like, you got to. Yeah, I'm just saying, the promise example of all the examples, Jesus did not have to get crucified. He did that for us, period. Because we are weak. And he took all of that. He took all of it. He stood up and took all the consequences. And I'm just saying, like I said, if you're not ready to deal with the consequences, then don't do anything. You know, my mind is just blown, bro. Because like I said, them people, they're gonna do what they want, and the only thing you can do is try. The only thing you can do is try, and just make sure that you're keeping your head on straight. Even if it's on some, I'm just here to collect the check. I mean, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine. Like, let me not say that you're gonna be a sheep or whatever. But it's just like, just keep in the back of your mind that whatever crap that they pulled that day, believe me, down the line it's going to be so much worse. It's going to just continue to get worse. And Lord only knows, like, as soon as they really start getting these dang on worker robots in here, what's really going to happen, everybody could be replaced. But, you know, that's another video for another time. I'm not about to take y'all down that rabbit hole, because I'll be up here talking to hours to y'all about that kind of stuff. Because it's just like, the inevitable happens. The inevitable will happen sooner or later, whether it be in our lifetime or whether you just never know. It's like, I am such a stickler for the stuff that they put out in the world, like the movies that they produce. All this stuff is like, I call it foreshadowing for a reason. Half the stuff about the movies that they have put out have come to pass. It might not be exactly just like the movie, but I'm just saying, bro. So mind your own business. Mind your own business. And minding your business, stand up for the weak whenever you have the opportunity to. Stand up for what's right whenever you have the opportunity to. And just, you know, reclaim your time. That's it. That's all. That's really all I got. That thing was burning me up all day. Like, I've been wanting to talk to y'all all day about that, because it's just like, at the end of the day, they're going to do what they got to do. And as long as you're employed there, you're going to have to follow those rules. You're going to have to abide by them, unless, you know, you quit that job and go get another job. Like, that's the one thing that my trading brother at my job was talking about. He was like, Tab, we got to get another job. And I was like, bro, it's going to be the same thing. Like, it's going to be the same thing at a different place. And it's like, at least this one that I'm at right now, yeah, it sucks, but it's like, at least I get good pay. At least I get benefits. You know, like I said, I'm grateful for it. And I know if I leave this job and go to another one, it's not going to be a guarantee. I'm most likely going to have to take a pay cut. It's going to be something crazy. I'm not going to like the schedule. It's always going to be something. And like I said, if you are somebody that likes a job, likes a 9 to 5, that is no harm, no shade, no foul. Like, I still applaud you, because at the end of the day, at least you're out here doing something. At least you're out here trying, and just not being fed by the system or mooching the system, because that's a trap right there in itself. They want you to depend on them. They want you to depend on them. I'm telling you now, and that's going to end badly. But, you know, like I said, this is not the time to be starting to throw conspiracies at y'all. And I mean, some people think they're conspiracies, but I'm trying to tell you, a lot of these conspiracies have came true. So I digress. Make sure you are handling your business however you see fit, period. Troops, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for showing the girl love. If this is your first, second, or third time on the channel, Go ahead and hit that sub button, baby. You might as well. You know, if you already subbed up, I appreciate that. I love you so much. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know that you liked it. I hope that y'all have a blessed night, day, week, month, year. It's 2025. What a time to be alive. What a time to thrive and strive for greatness, baby. It is September the 23rd. The last quarter is like a week and a half away. Show me what you got. It's your girl, Tika Tab. I'm out.